name is John Bell, and I'd like to introduce the Place at the Space, our new cafe in our recording and rehearsal studio in Lowell.
And I'm Robert Nista, having a coffee in the Place at the Space in our rehearsal and recording studio. At 122 Western Ave, by the way.
When are you guys opening?
We should be opening in about 1 week from today. So the cafe will be opening with at least 2 rehearsal spaces up and running. So fully equipped and ready to go.
Wait, you want to give us a tour?
Sure. Well, welcome to the grand room of the space. This room here is going to be used for large bands. Can you just write the note? Large bands, small dance troupes, corporate meetings, and rehearsals for stage companies. You can see it's just about finished. We have a little bit more cosmetic stuff to do, but we'll have this open in about a week and a half as well. And again, this room, like all the other rooms, are double-walled, double-insulated, with dead air space in between the walls to muffle the sound so you don't have much noise bleed from room to room.
And this is one of how many rooms that you have here in the space?
One of about 5 rooms that we have here. This one in particular is about 625 square feet. Like you said, it's good for small dance, stage rehearsal, and larger band type events. You can do a CD release party here and stuff like that. And we have the cafe out there for the events as well.
This is going to be open late night too, right, John?
Yep, it's going to be open until midnight. Yeah, and on the weekends where we want to try to have more of the cafe flair rather than the rehearsal, because most bands are playing on the weekends, so we're thinking about having the poetry jam type stuff where, you know, people and kids from UMass can come and just drink coffee, do their homework, and just hang out until midnight.
So this is located in Western Avenue Studios, but it is not specifically for the artists here.
It's not specifically, no, for the artists, although the artists will be using it and they're excited about it. But we're trying to branch out to, you know, the local colleges and anybody else who wants to come in for a coffee.
That is an example of what we want to be encouraging here, a little jamming. These rooms will be fully equipped. We'll have keyboard, drum set, amplifiers and PA, so the musicians will just have to come in, plug in. Obviously, you can be any skill level, judging from the way I was playing. You can see that you can start from beginners to pros. So we welcome people of all skill levels and ages to come down and play.
This is a state-of-the-art facility right now?
Yes, it's all Wi-Fi. We have 10 base T wiring in every room, so if anybody wants to upload or download any of their MP3 files, they can do it. Mm-hmm. The recording studio, which we will be open in December, not opening in another week, but that's going to have all state-of-the-art equipment as well. So how the space came about, that is the question on the table. Actually, it was John's idea. He came to me with this conception of having a rehearsal space and recording studio. He sold me on the idea and did the research, found a place, and we made it happen. So actually, John was the general contractor. He put the whole place together. We embellished it as we went along. We added a cafe. We added the internet capabilities. So bathrooms, which we originally weren't going to have, we have now, and the deck, so forth. And I'll turn it over to John to get there.
Mm-hmm. So basically the idea was that I came up with it just because I've been in bands in Lowell for a long time, about 10 years. We were the house band in a couple of different bars in Lowell for a few years. I was in the Distant Relatives, and I knew the market really well. I know there's a lot of musicians here. I know there's a lot of bands, and Lowell's starting to get some good music, national music coming here, with Boarding House Park and Songus Arena, and there was some national bands just came to the Spinners Ballpark this year. So we really thought it was a good spot for it. There's the Lowell Folk Festival, is one of the biggest folk festivals in New England, so there's always music going on in Lowell, so we thought it was a good idea.
So those people are going to come here. That's the idea.
That's
Well,
the
that's the
idea.
hope, and we're also trying to attract other performing arts people as well. Again, that's why we have the big room. We're trying to get theater groups here and people interested in dance. We'll probably do some dance clinics, things like that. We'll be giving lessons as well. So we want the space to be an overall all-performing arts kind of place. Because like we mentioned earlier, even poetry and things like that.
So before we bought the place, we had to come down here to look at the space, and this used to be a very scary dark hallway before all the studios were down here, no lights, and we had to bring a flashlight down to get to this door here, which was a different door, it was an old scary door. And you open this, and it used to be a long, dark, narrow hallway, all ceilings down right above your head, drop ceilings and no lights, and 1970s offices everywhere, and it was a very scary, dark, damp place. When we
Don't
first
forget
saw
the
it,
mold and mildew.
mold and mildew, we had to bleach out and get rid of and replace wood, and then we gutted the place, and as you can see, completely redid the whole layout, and now it's a lot less scary now, we hope. So hopefully it will come down and people will come down and have a drink. So we sandblasted all the ceilings, as we said in the other room. It was all painted white and green, and all these were white, green on the bottom. So all completely sandblasted, all the brick was sandblasted, and it's almost hard to describe what it looked like before, because it's so different now that it's just hard to really relay that message without some pictures, some before pictures. But we were able to save some old stuff and mix it in with kind of a modern look to give it a real cool look.
Yeah, essentially it wasn't touched for 40 years, so it was circa 1970, mill office space.
Yeah.
Let's just walk down and see the main recording room. So you have 5 rooms.
Yep, we have the grand room. We have the 2 recording room, 2 rehearsal rooms. We have this rehearsal room, and then we have recording area, which is a control room, and the recording room. We also have a drum room back here, just specifically for drummers to come back and wail away at the drums. This here on the right is going to be the future control room for the recording studio. We have, here's a good example of a brick that we sandblasted all the paint off, cut a hole in the brick to lead to the recording room. So all our recording equipment's going to be in here, and the musicians will actually be in that room, which is our storage at the moment, as you can see.
And did you say this will be open by December?
But December, January.
That's what we're shooting for.
Okay.
Yeah, so this is, once we open this section, this is going to be our next focus, is right on these 2 rooms, basically.
And this is going to appeal to what type of musician?
We're trying to go real high-end, so anybody that wants to record a real high-end CD, they can come here, all the way down to, we're trying to fill the niche of a lot of people can record themselves now, so we're going to have a machine that you can hook your computer up to and come in and record yourself, and at that point you're just renting the rooms and the equipment in the rooms, so you can come in and record yourself. Because that's the hardest part of recording, is getting the real clean basic tracks for the drums and vocals. So we're going to try to provide that niche as well.
So you think some legends will be coming through here?
That's the hope. We're really going to, we're going to be high on quality and service, and I think once we start getting that crowd in here, I think